You know, this is where I think Mythra will shine the most. We've seen Joe get so much advantage off of just spinning in neutral, using that nair, using all those different pressure options that he has.
Yep.
But of course, PS2 makes for the best games. We've been here all night. We've been here at PS2 all night. And we got Joe versus Jahzzo.
Okay, let's get into it. Losers quarters, so these two making it very far, and unfortunately only one can proceed. Best of 3, of course. And Jahzzo with his trademark going high all the time when he's recovering. You know, you kind of have to call it out. So I think that's what, you know, Jahzzo's banking on, and then using focus to be able to come down. But Mythra having multi-hits could pose a problem with that recovery option.
I mean, the other thing that we see that Joe is doing so well is just kind of landing in that threat range of Ken with the nair. And if you try and parry it, you're just going to get binked again by the nair, and it's just immediate pressure return. So now, I don't know if I like switching to the Pyra here. I think it's a little bit, it's where the Shoryuken.
I think you're right. I think you were on the money on that, Dugs.
Good Lord. I mean, this is where, you know, just stay Mythra, man.
Yeah, Mythra can do it. And especially having an up smash where it's a multi-hit, you know, if you can call out Jahzzo's recovery options, you know, it might work out. But, you know, Pyra, you just bank on finding the hit. And sometimes Jahzzo plays in a way where that's almost impossible.
Yeah, I mean, you have to find a way to close out the stock, because if Jahzzo exists in a world with rage for too long, there's no way you can come back from it. But good use of the Blazing Edge to call out that, what was it called, the focus attack. I mean, this is where Ken can punish this type of behavior in the corner.
Yeah.
Where you're trying to land that aggressively on him, but never mind. Instant reverse coming out from Joe.
Yeah, Joe putting on the pain right now. Here we go. Switching back to the Mythra, getting that advantage, and switching right back to Pyra. I mean, trying to get the downers to connect, but just really not finding them.
I mean, this is where, not even this is where, like, this is a good matchup to show how you can take neutral and push in a different way, where Joe has been using the platforms to try and extend their advantage, but now Jahzzo is trying to jump in and prevent that option from going through.
Pretty much. All right, Blazing Edge, not able to do any moves while that's happening. Jahzzo just unable to take advantage, and at a small deficit right now, but nothing that he can't chase down and maybe up till Shoryuken. Yeah,
I mean, up till Shoryuken is just going to immediately take it out, but you got to live that there for. Ooh, I like the idea of using the neutral B there.
That was definitely creative, something he hasn't done before, and that should be the stock regardless of DI.
I mean, that is such a strong move. You have. There's very rare chance that Ken's going to live that at what, 150-ish, but
yeah, about.
Jahzzo's just parrying everything today, man. I gotta ask him for help on that.
That's Jahzzo in a nutshell. You know, he's going to find the parries. He's going to find early stocks. But, you know, at a deficit like this, I'm not too certain.
I mean, when you see that Jahzzo is trying to, like, call out, oh, you can't call out the Pyra on the platform. I feel like this is where, not even when you see Joe taking advantage of that situation, you can't do anything about it. You have to kind of just let Joe back off. You can go to the corner and just throw the Hado. Just throw it.
Yeah, because your anti-airs really are just up air, which, you know, your stubby limbs aren't going to be able to compete with a huge downer like that, or just Shoryuken, which is way too committal. And I think Jahzzo trying to play it more safe there, especially at a deficit. So Joe going to take full advantage, and you know, Jahzzo did say he wanted to run it back, and looks like that's what's going to happen. I wonder if he's going to switch. I wonder if he thinks maybe Ken's not the move.
Yeah, I mean, this is best 3, so
yeah,
Jahzzo, you got to find a way to get out of this bad situation. I mean, did they change up the stage roll, or
no? It's stadium.
So I do like going to stadium. I think it's a fine option for Ken.
Yeah.
The problem that I can see happening is what we saw throughout this game, where Joe, if he gets to play the aggressor, just is going to run over Ken in that way.
Okay. Getting the foresight, but it just didn't really matter. You know, it seemed like Jahzzo was just able to act immediately out. I'm not sure how it works if the move is like, you know, really strong, then it lasts less or something, but regardless, yeah, I don't know how much of an impact it's really going to play in this. And, you know, in the Joe sets that we've been seeing, it doesn't seem like foresight has done him too much justice anyways.
No, I mean, the foresight hasn't really been too successful for Joe, but Jahzzo missing that shore you confirm definitely hurts. He could have definitely killed the Pyra, the Mythra so early.
Oh yeah.
It's an even percentage. Why are we calling out the jumps that aren't there? I mean, yes, both players are jumping a lot.
Yeah.
But I think that was a good idea on a jump read that didn't exist.
That's fair. And something you had to be preemptive just to let your opponent know, I'm right here. I can call you out on this. And Joe trying to find the landing right now. Jahzzo just using the platform to its advantage. That's what they're there for. But, eventually.
I mean, you have to find some way to get open at this point. But
oh, that's a great opening right there.
Yeah.
Parrying that lasted in air is huge. Not a lot of people do it because they just don't trust in their ability to parry it. But Jahzzo, fully aware, and, he's very confident in his abilities to parry.
I mean, this is where we talk. This is going back to that point, harkening back to where we talk about how they jump in a lot. Jahzzo gets the parry on the landing aerial, gets the down tilt, immediately kills and punishes for it.
Oh, yeah.
So now you have Ken with Rage. We've been talking about this all day for every time Jahzzo's been on here.
Yeah.
You have to get him off the screen now. And this is the situation you want him in. Put him at ledge, abuse that focus attack.
All right, trying to find something. I mean, Joe is really just sticking to the Pyra, sticking to what he knows, but Mythra with the speed and ability to weave in and out, I feel like it's a move. Even though you need a kill, I feel like at this percentage, it shouldn't matter who you're on.
Now, I don't know why. Oh, that's a pop.
Oh, yeah. See ya. Don't want to get shot in the corner against Ken. He is going to be able to eradicate that shield like it's nothing.
Yeah, I mean, he just crushes shields. And that's where we talk about, you got to get rid of that, man. That is not a viable option.
But able to find a quick stock and nothing undoable for Pyra and Mythra. And Joe, I mean, piloting this character so well.
Ooh, good use of the shore. Again, this is where he's calling out these landing options. But we have to find a way to punish Ken.
Yeah.
His lack of.
Oh my
you're
goodness.
Gone. You're gone.
Jahzzo surprising us, getting the nair into the down air. And evening this set up, game 3 coming at you in just a sec. Jahzzo, definitely played that a lot better, and always confident in his abilities to just run it right back to the stage of choice, which is Pokemon Stadium 2.
I mean, the second that spike happened, you immediately saw Joe just do the patented run it back hand sign where Joe had confidence in that game 1, but now I wonder where that that fire has been lost.
Yeah, and I feel like it's his overusage of a Pyra in certain situations where Mythra would just do the job for you, and I think we're gonna see a heavier usage of Mythra in this matchup.
I mean, this is one of the issues that I've seen with Joe looking at, where, just to your point, Pyra has been overused a good bit. Yes, you don't want to miss kill pressure, but when you're playing against Ken, you need to outspeed, you need to outpressure that Ken.
Oh, yeah. And Jahzzo doesn't really seem to get pressured too often. And, being a young man, being able to react to whatever Joe does, oh, dang. That was a really good mix-up and kind of a call-out on Jahzzo.
Yeah, I mean, we saw that earlier using the neutral beam. Nice spike!
Returning the favor from that game 2 ender. And he's like, I got those in the bank too. And now, you're in full advantage. 71%. If you can't find ground right now, Joe's going to keep racking up this percent, making the game pretty out of reach.
I mean, that is what you've been seeing throughout the course of this game. That Joe has been forcing negative landing situations for Jahzzo.
Yep.
And just getting so much percent throughout the course of the game.
Here we go. Oh my goodness, reaching through the platform. That's super scary for Jahzzo because now he realizes I can't even shield it. I just got to stay away from that platform and accept that Joe can just do that with Pyra.
Yeah, Joe basically has so much privilege in neutral to get away with using that speed.
Yeah. Calling
out that jump again with the Shoryuken. Jahzzo's been getting that so frequently throughout the course of these sets, whether it's against Joe or someone else. But now, Joe looking to try and close this out using the Mythra.
Okay. Sending him away. Pyra once more trying to call out, you know, Ken not automatically snapping, but Jahzzo just really a savant at recovering with Ken and really all the Shotos.
And not just that, Jahzzo keeps his neutral so ambiguous with his movement, like you said. The way he is moving, maneuvering, recovering, and trying to control the stage, that is how he is able to find so much success against you.
All right, and finding some success and, you know, bringing this lead back. Pretty close to taking a stock. If you can call out Joe one time, sure you can. That might be the end of it.
I mean, if you do find that Shoryuken, the detailed Shoryuken, the combo we've seen most of this game, good use of the focus cancel there from Jahzzo, and whiffing again, and unfortunately.
Yeah, just using his side B when he didn't really need to, but now getting the kill sparks, but just not quite closing it out, trying to use the multi-hit on Pyra, and that's really your saving grace, because other than the side B, you know, you wouldn't really have an option to deal with focus.
But again, this is where you've seen Joe kind of make these kind of greedy mistakes, and time and time again, they're not to, you know, harken on that adage, but this is just, Joe has made these greedy mistakes over and over and over, but not anymore.
There it
Side
is.
B takes them.
So, in control is Joe, but one hit is going to, you know, bring this back for Jahzzo, and then you're finding it right there, just the jump call out. Joe not wanting to play the ground game at all because, you know, against Ken, you're just going to lose.
Yeah, I mean, this is just so. This is symbolic of how this neutral is going to be played out. You see how Pyra and Mythra are going to be able to outspeed Ken, but Ken gets in, blocks those hits, and then immediately puts massive damage on, or just lands an early kill outright.
Yeah, these two are going back and forth right now. Joe definitely in the advantage, but Jahzzo has been one to make a comeback, and Ken is definitely a comeback character. If you've ever seen one, wait a minute, getting something going right now. Oh, and chasing him down with the Hadouken.
Even percent Scargo, and this is where.
This is where Dreams are made. And
Jahzzo popping off,
able to barely take it over Joe, where the deficit was, you know, pretty decent, and then, you know, clawing back slowly but surely with Ken, and killing at 90. That's definitely a saving grace against Pyra and Mythra.
That's right, Ken. You did it. Good for you.
You did it.